Hey guys, Neil here from the number one trading tube, and welcome back to another edition of the NASDAQ Outlook for this week. Just before we start, as usual, guys, this is not financial advice. This is just me, trying to educate people who wants to know, who wants to see what I see for journaling purposes, and most likely for entertainment purposes as well. But without further ado, why don't we just jump right into it and see what happened in this last week. So I'm jumping right through to our 4-hour chart and trading view, and I just want to recap where I was last week. So last week I said, guys, what I'm seeing is we've got this equal lows here. We failed to take it out here. We moved higher. We came down. Now I'm thinking we might just go down first and then rally up, taking all these buy side. Obviously, it worked out like that, for some part up to Tuesday. But then we just saw price just collapse even further. And we'll go into a higher time from now as to why it most likely going that way. But there's other reasons as well. One of the main reasons is, and I'm not mainly trading that, but I also know that it's, the seasonal tendency for NQ right now this time of the year is to sell off, and but I'm not a big follower of that. I'm just highlighting that, and that's most probably the reason why we see something like this, but there's other reasons. And for me to stay bearish, the key thing for me is this fair value gap that was created and never got inversed. If price had to consolidate down here and move aggressively and close above it, I would have been back on the buy side to say, all right, guys, we're ready to go for these liquidity up here. But for now, we're staying below that, and there's no reason for me to look at any buys unless you're trading 1 minutes in the small swings and side of things. If you look at my play of the week video, you'll see I actually took a long down here that gave me a 5-to-1, and that was just me waiting for price to return to the equilibrium of a 15-minute swing high to swing low, and that's what I took. And there was equal lows and there was equal highs, and there was a lot of reason for me and conviction and a super A plus setup for me to take the long there. But on the outlook side of things, let's go to a weekly so I can show you guys. I've actually, when we first, weeks ago, when it took this 3 dot down, moved up, created this, and then push up, and then made that pin up there, I thought, okay, we're going to go back to this fair value, or not, this auto block, sorry, and try to jump off or reject it from there to go higher for these highs. But we keep pushing higher, making new highs and all of that, and now we've got this obvious equal highs up there. We've got a swing point down here, and I am saying, all right, so now, guys, what I'm seeing is we've pushed higher, we've consolidated, and now we drop aggressively. Now, this drop aggressively at this point in time, when I look at it, I'm not saying this is a directional change, and I'm expecting price to do some sort of, in this fair value gap at this 50% mark, maybe some sort of further manipulation to either go full this big black candle or to raise all the way up to these equal highs. I don't know yet. That's what I'm seeing. Obviously, if I'm seeing a big candle close below here, okay, well, then I'm wrong, and then we might, I don't know, target this level down here. At this point, I'm waiting to see what's going to happen here. We in an order block here, and yeah, only time will tell in this week whether we're going to do something where we're going to go play around on the 50% of it, do some divergence, S&T divergence, create a new fair value gap on a lower time frame, inverse, and then go up. And then I would look at a 50% of this big, but I need to see what's going to happen. I mean, I don't know how the market's going to open. It could open up with this big gap up to close this whole black candle. Don't know yet. So at this point of, the side of the fight, I'm still bullish, and the reason I'm still bullish, we create a low here, we pushed away, we're retracing back, but I'm not just gonna blindly buy this at this point in time. What I will do is, because I can't give you guys any further information at this point to say, oh, let's jump down to a lower time frame to see. I mean, we could look at a 15-minute to see if there's anything that, I don't know, give us some sort of reason that it wants to bounce. And I think, let's just look at the S&P. So there's no divergence there. I don't know. There's nothing right here. I mean, we see this swing low. Yeah, there's no market structure breaks to the upside. I think we might see a little bit of a, further push lower and give us some sort of, I don't know, maybe equal lows or anything to that effect, where we manipulate, run through it. We're in deep discount to buy. There's a market structure, fair value gap, inverse, retest, and then I would look at any buys. But then I'm not going to obviously target those equalize right at the top. I will then look at highs up here. I mean, there's relative equal highs there. There's a little bit of a equal high relative up here. But these are all small liquidities that I would most likely look at. But let's see what happens on Monday, and I'll give it some time. I'm not going to trade on Monday, but I'll leave it for Monday and just see how it plays out. Let us see how the market shows its hand to us, like ICT will say. It's got to show its hand to us. And at this point, I mean, I'm looking at this 1 hour here. There's a fair value gap here. Let's see what it does there. But I mean, there's a market structure. Yeah. So I guess there's a case to be made, on a lower time frame for these things. But I'm not going to rush into this. I'm going to sit on the side on Monday and just see what happens. And then I most likely will check back into the charts and maybe post something live. Look at my comment section. I sometimes put some commentary there as well for people just to have a look and see what I see. And then obviously I've got a live group where we trade live, and I'll try to make some sort of video if there's a live entry so you guys can see how it plays out, or I'll record it and then I'll share it with everybody on this group and channel. So if you haven't yet, go like and subscribe to my channel. It will help the channel to grow, and then obviously there will be more videos and stuff that I'll put out. And if there's anything further that you guys say, the outlook is good and all of that, but why don't you provide more of this and that? And then obviously I would definitely make that a priority to add value to this channel, and obviously to help people to become better traders. If I don't speak to you till then, have a great Sunday and chat to you guys during the week. Bye-bye.